I am Damonous. Jesus is my king. You are my family. Hello, I am Damonous. Thank you for joining. It seems like everyone wants to comment on Donald Glover's new video, This Is America. He goes by Childish Gambino. He was on Saturday Night Live about a week ago, and then released this video days later, and it's up to 70 million YouTube hits, whatever that may be. And of course, everyone has some commentary to say about how fascinating it is and how deep it is. And really what my commentary is going to be about is that there's nothing new, nothing deep. This is just the same old stuff that we've seen time and time again. Another anti-Christian star trying to use shock to really kind of attack Christians and those with any kind of sense of normalcy in modern culture. Time magazine has this article here, and it says, it's laden with metaphors about race and gun violence in America. This stuff actually kind of makes me laugh because they build it up. Each one of these articles we'll see, they build it up to make it sound like it is so breakthrough, like no one has ever thought of a video like this ever before. He raps about the violent contradictions that come with being black in America, says Guthrie Ramsey, a professor of music history at the University of Pennsylvania. The central message is about guns and violence in America and the fact that we deal with them and consume them as part of entertainment on one hand, and on the other hand as a part of our national conversation. You're not supposed to feel as if this is the standard fare opulence of the music industry. It's about a counter-narrative, and it really leaves you with chills. Well, the seminal scene at the beginning of the video, which lulls you into a sense of complacency because it seems like it's just a very acoustic type of track, and then he does some weird, strange movements and dancing. The signature moment is when he blows someone's head off who's just sitting in a chair, who had previously been playing a guitar. I'm a little confused about the brilliance of this, really. I mean, you know, what's it saying? Some people are trying to say that his pose is reminiscent of Jim Crow and old racial stereotypes, and particularly racial stereotypes within media. But I guess I'd have something to say about what this commentary from this professor is going after. The central message is about guns and violence in America and the fact that we deal with and consume them as part of entertainment. This is entertainment, is it not? This video itself that we're watching, it is entertainment. It is violent entertainment. I fail to see how this is elevating the situation. Gambino dancing with school children amid violence. Again, we've seen a lot of terrible violent situations in schools right now. But I don't know that a video celebrating this culture and people dancing around while this is going on, and particularly Childish Gambino making money off of this, right? Making money off of his video. I fail to see how that is starting a conversation towards eliminating the concept. And then we get to the part about the gunned down choir. So we see all the dancing, and then we see this choir singing, and then Childish Gambino enters the room, and again he's kind of dancing along with them, but you see he's kind of mocking them, really. It's not so much that he's dancing with them. He gets the gun, shoots them down, and the video continues. So this is where I'm saying it, people. This is just another anti-Christian star who's trying to make some money. How exactly did this crappy video get so many views so quick? Within the first day it had, what, 20 million views? This thing was pushed to the center of the trending, artificially. Maybe he paid. Maybe his firms paid to put it there, but let's not be confused about where this national phenomenon has come from. It's really no more shocking or out of the expected than things like Michael Jackson has done before. In this video, this is black and white. He starts, after he's dancing for a while, he starts bashing cars, and he starts dancing, holding his crotch, and all sorts of crazy stuff. But, I guess I'm failing to see, what, just like I did way back when this video came out, I fail to see, what the artistic value of that is. What is the statement? Everyone wants to say, Michael's video was just fantastic. Ooh, and when he started smashing cars up. There's a lot of underprivileged families that have to deal with violence. We get it. But I'd like to see performers present a way out and not just this kind of glorification of the violence. Because that's what Donald Glover is selling. Glorification of the violence. Just like Michael Jackson did, God rest his soul. And going forward to the thing that I was saying about anti-Christian symbolism, and that Childish Gambino, Donald Glover, is really just another star doing the same thing. Here we get Lady Gaga in her Alejandro video, where she's wearing this nun-like outfit, but it's also satanic kind of symbolism. Upside-down crosses, you saw there, upside-down cross on her crotch, eating a holy rosary. Certainly, Childish Gambino didn't go to that level. But he did just shoot down a whole bunch of choir people singing praises. And yes, it reflects on the recent tragic events in the black church in the South last year. But again, I fail to see what this is providing us. What is this giving us that people are raving about? Here we have CBS News bringing on a doctor to talk about how fantastic Childish Gambino's video is.
What to me matters is seeing his body against this empty warehouse. Because that warehouse for me is a visual metaphor of America as this uninhabitable space. And it's one that the black youth are forced to live in.
So I'm sorry, I have to laugh there because the person that's interviewing her is there like, really? She makes it sound like she's, because it's such a preposterous statement, really. The warehouse, and this is not the only video, this is not the only article, it's talking about how the warehouse represents the emptiness of America, about this doctor here. She's putting it in this context that, wow, how inhospitable America has become to black people. This is still America. We have people suffering throughout the world just for the testimony of Jesus Christ, as I've had on this channel, just for saying the name, just for walking from one place to another. And some of these places that we've all come to accept as such great countries, China, suppressing people's right to practice free religion. Saudi Arabia and all these Arabic countries that practice, that have caliphate states that essentially treat women as dogs and their voice, their point of view as nothingness, and would certainly in today's very liberal society, do not and would not accept homosexuality in any form. But getting back to what I was saying about Donald Glover, a.k.a. Childish Gambino, being anti-Christian, here's a site that talks about an interview that he had recently. Glover grew up in a Jehovah's Witness family, and he doesn't necessarily look back on the religion with fondness. He wasn't allowed to watch television or celebrate his birthday, and he didn't get any presents on Christmas. And he felt like the weirdo at school because of his family's religion. And I'm really not trying to just pick on the Childish Gambino, as we saw before. Lady Gaga loves to use satanic imagery and anti-God, anti-Christ imagery, like the coffin here with little monsters, her fans, monsters, and a cross on it. And that's in her Bad Romance, a very widely seen video. You got Kesha doing it here. This is in a concert performance where she actually drinks blood, and we got to listen to the lyrics here because it's really rather bizarre piece of entertainment.
And you'll be honored. I'll tell that Jeffrey
Doesn't get any more real than that when it comes to anti-Christian, satanic type of motivations from these rock stars. Kesha drinking blood on stage. There's nothing new under the sun, though, and it's not like these are the first anti-Christian performers. Here we are with this 2013 article from Salon.com regarding Hall & Oates. And it's quoting a March 1987 issue of Penthouse where Daryl Hall explained his interest in the dark arts. Quote, around 1974, I graduated into the occult and spent a solid 6 or 7 years immersed in the Kabbalah and the Chaldean, Celtic, and Druid traditions, and ancient techniques for focusing their inner flame, the will that can create unimagined things and truly transform your individual universe. He also revealed that his great-grandfather was a warlock, then placed himself in a lineage of noted Satanist Aleister Crowley. And that really puts into better perspective now Hall & Oates' odd video for adult education. So there's this guy doing this weird ritual sacrifice in this Aztec-like temple for this couple. So I'm not sure what that has to do with the lyrics. But this is how these rock stars roll. So, you know, I've actually loved the Beach Boys over the years, but it really gives you another side of the story on what their music was about, and particularly Brian Wilson. This was from an old interview with Brian Wilson. We were doing witchcraft, trying to make witchcraft music. You know, that puts a lot of your songs in context. You know, God Only Knows, one of their greatest hits. Well, what God are we talking about? It makes us take a step back for a moment and rethink things. What the media feeds to us, right? Like Childish Gambino and the intense depth of his video, which basically glorifies violence and shooting people. And John Lennon's Imagine, because a lot of people, including way back myself, are hooked on the music and the melody, and in this quasi-spiritual type of communal relation they feel with others when they sing or listen to this song. But you have to really listen to it, you have to think about it, and read the lyrics without the music, because then it really becomes something quite sinister. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us, only sky. So he's essentially saying, imagine there's no God. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for. And no religion, too. He's not talking about a world led by God. He's talking about some communistic world. Something that maybe you or myself would not love at all. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger, a brotherhood of man. I have a brotherhood of man. It is headed by Jesus Christ. And in this community, we have to call out these things when people are saying there's something fantastic in some clearly highly promoted video, highly featured video, designed to be popular, to trend. Thanks for watching. Please like this video and subscribe to this channel. Catch me on these alternate media sources.